Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They
what?
just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk, and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto de Clima?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Good morning. My name is Kelly with an S from Troy, Illinois, just outside of St. Louis, Missouri. I'm just out taking my peacock for a walk. Take it away, Dina.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, that dog. You need to get down. You need to get down. Get down. Get down. It's a morning. Get down. We don't come up here. Get down. Sorry. Good morning. Good morning. She did make her dog a peacock. I know. There's a lot of God lighting happening. It's super beautiful. I must just do my printer. I'll just do that. It's a much better shot. I'm so tired. So I had a gig last night hosting the Ladies of Laughter. That is not the reason I'm tired. I came home and none of the kids are home. So I knew the dogs were locked up for kind of a bit. I know, the 5. I would love to be eating my bacon, egg, and cheese bagel right now on the side of the road. But I came home last night and something didn't smell right. You know what I'm saying? And I come in the house. Did you sleep on the couch? I should have, Jen. There was an incident. So now Colby and Lulu, when I go out, are in a cage together. Ruby can do whatever she wants. Ruby just roams around the house. It's like, yeah, exactly, Gab. Colby and Lulu must get in the cage and be like, how come she gets to be on the outside of this cage? I come in and you can't even be in the house. It's disgusting. It smells so bad. I go, as I make my way over to the cage, it's now obvious there's been an incident. I take the dogs out of the cage, bring them outside with the cage. I'm like, just bring the whole cage out of the house. And there's a trail across the floor. Now, here's what I know. Gabby, in the cage. Here's what I know. One dog was violently ill. But the innocent dog, and I don't know, at the time, didn't know which one it was in the cage with an exploding dog. And I can only imagine these were not happy times. So it's about 12:30 at night last night when I walk in, and it is mayhem. Yeah. Why in one cage? Because it's a giant cage, and they can both fit in there. Otherwise, I'd have 3 cages. My house is this big. So I dragged the cage out. Now I'm like, now what? Now I'm here by myself. I don't know which dog was sick at that point. I'm like, I'm not sure which one of you is sick. Here's all I know. All I know is Ruby's like, this don't have anything to do with me. I wasn't even in that cage. You know how dogs can't talk? But sometimes times are so desperate. No, this was last night at 12:30 at night. Times are so desperate that you could just see in your dog's eyes all the words that they're saying. And Ruby was like, I don't have nothing to do with this. I was on outside of this cage. Something went down in there. I think there was a lot of crying going on in there. Like her eyes were just darting back and forth. And so I was just like, yeah. So now I'm like, these dogs can't go near couches. I'm wiping down walls. And I was like, I can't go to bed until all these dogs have been washed. So at 12:30 at night, I start systematically washing dogs in my shower. And I'm going to just say it now. They did not want it. And neither did I. So I wash all the dogs. I pull every beach towel out of the closet. I wash every dog. Then we have to blow dry them. Now it's probably around 1:30. Yeah, it was awful. I wiped down every flat surface in this house, and I was just like, I just can't. So now I finally lay down. I'm like, I need to go to bed. It's 1:30 in the morning. I think I closed my eyes for 2 seconds. And now I hear a dog throwing up. Different dog. Now it's Ruby. And I was just like, right. So now she jumps off the bed. And here's me. So you ever just look at your dog and just like, if you throw up in this bed, you are going to be in so much trouble. And she was like, oh, I got you. And then jumped down on the floor and then just all over the floor. At least we were on the same page. And then I'm like, what time? Like, did I even go to sleep? It was 2:00 in the morning. 30 minutes had passed. Then she goes over, stands on top of Colby. And she's making the sounds on top of Colby. And I was like, if you throw up on that dog or on that bed that I just... So then I just laid on the floor. Like maybe like this. With a roll of paper towels and a trash bag. I was like, I just can't. This is too much. So then this morning, Colby starts around the bed crying, get up. Now he has diarrhea, throwing up. I'm so tired. Yeah, we saw you. Now please go back to bed. Now I have to take him to the vet at 9:30, so I have about 15 minutes to hang out with y'all. And then we're off to, and now I'm going to eat these cookies. And I feel like that was the perfect unpacking of a story that led to this cookie. Then this morning, he's outside not feeling well. So I was like, let me get these other two. So now at least I know which dog it is. And just, so I'm just going to eat this. I don't know, Brooke. It depends on the day. Girl, you should have led with the cookies. Ruby's like, can I have some of those cookies? Because I had a night last night. You don't even know what my eyes saw. And listen, in the whole thing, the one to really feel sorry for is Lulu. Because now I know that Lulu was standing next to Colby when Colby was like, dude, I don't feel so good. And Lulu's like, not now. Not now. Girl, you don't talk about. Did you ever just go out with your girlfriend that like drinks too much? And like at the beginning of the night, you're like, do not drink a lot. I am not going to do this with you again. And she's like, girl, I'm going to be fine. You're like, do not do this. Last time you did this, girl, threw up all over the place. But I'll be fine. That's Colby. Yeah, Ruby was on the outside of the cage. But for some reason started throwing up. And I was like, is this third dog just throwing up because she just had she had to watch it happen? I don't know. All I know is that my dogs smell great now. I don't know if my house smells great. Yeah, girl, I'm not going to hold back your hair. Exactly. And so I'm so tired. These are kind of knockoff Girl Scout cookies, but they're gluten-free. So it's the only way that I can enjoy something remotely close to the actual cookie. It's not good. It's like gluten-free good. You know what I'm saying? Which is not that good. Yeah, Bianca, it's a lot. I'm sorry. It's even a lot for my eyes. But honestly, I've had a bad day. Can you put sunglasses on or something? Uh-huh. So this is about the energy level I'll be able to bring to you all this morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Johnny Cash, the plant. He hangs out over here. Babe, what are you doing? Come here. Come tell everybody what happened last night. He's like, girl, I had a night. But girl, you don't even know. No energy, but your hair looks good. My hair looks like something. Okay. All right. Tell everybody what happened. So you guys, Lou, come here. Come here. Come up here. Come up. Right here. No, not over there. Here. Come right here. Tell everybody what happened in the cage last night. Come here. She's like, I was innocent. And I was sitting in my cage. And then Colby said, I don't feel so good. And I was like, don't do it. And then I started screaming. And it's so crazy because it was all happening. And I was like, who did this? And Lulu, you know how when you look at your doctor, when you look at your dog, and they just have guilt face. Like they remember when she ate all the pecorino cheese and she wouldn't look me in the eyes? That's how you know. So I said, who did this? And here's Lulu. She's like, don't look at me. So I thought it was you. I'm going to look straight at you and tell you. I thought it was you. You look real guilty. She's like, I wasn't guilty. I was just ashamed because I couldn't dodge it. And I knew I was dirty. Okay. Colby's right over there. He's laying on a pillow. So I had to leave him outside today so I could feed these two dum-dums. So at least they had food because they're so confused. They were like, we was traumatized last night and then she didn't feed us. I want that for them. You had a hard night. So, yeah. So I'm tired. I don't really know. Yeah, they're all knocked out. They would all go to sleep right now. They're like, we didn't get our 18 hours of sleep last night. So this like real hard for us. I could do all the voices. And this is a rare booby sighting. She's very rarely on the morning show. But this is her. They look exhausted. Mm-hmm. Kobe's in the corner. I don't know. He's not eating. Mostly because I'm not giving it to him. So that can't be accurate. Yeah. So say a little prayer for Colby and for Lulu for the trauma. All the kids are out. It very rarely happens, but they all just happened to stay out last night at different places. Uh-huh. Jennifer. I think today's going to be the day where I just lay around. Game on. So the competition was great last night. Last night I was hosting Ladies of Laughter competition, which is a great organization to help encourage more female comics. And there's an amateur category and a professional category. So I was coming in hot last night. The venue was a bit hard to find. Parking was awful. Either way, I walk in, it was like 2 minutes to showtime, which I hate to do. So I met everybody real quick in the amateur category. Very lovely ladies. They were mostly from Jersey, but in the professional category, we had a girl from Boston I think somebody flew in from Detroit and somebody else out from out west, San Diego, maybe. So people, yep, Athena. And so they did a great job. But, of course, yes, Kimberly, that was Dion Forrest, did get attacked. Yes, Andrea, Karen was there. She did a great job. So I started the show, and I do like 15 minutes at the top of the show before the comics come out, just to kind of get the audience kind of focused and ready, whatever, yada, yada. And of course, I start talking to the audience. Started talking to the audience, and this fellow is up front, and I said, how did you meet your wife? He was like, I took her on a plane ride. What? Took her on a plane ride? He goes, for the date, I took her on a plane ride. I go, I feel like you missed the part where you met her. You just grabbed her and took her on a plane ride. And then I said, is this your wife? He said, no. I said, well, do you know this lady? No, I don't. I said, you don't know this lady right next to you? He was like, no. I said, do you know the lady on the other side? He was like, that's my mom. I said, where's your wife? He's like, she's up here. She's going to be competing. So now I realize he's the husband of one of these ladies about to compete. And so in my mind, I was like, listen, I don't know how this is going to go, but this husband might be real dumb. So at some point I said to him, I go, listen, I was going to ask you which one's your wife, but I don't want you to ruin her chances by your big dumb mouth. You understand? So just remain nameless. All right. And so he was super funny. And then his wife came out, and I didn't know whose husband he was, but his wife came out, which was Karen, Andrea, and she points to him and tells the funniest story. So yeah, it was nice. And then we had an intermission, and then there's like 11 professional comics, each doing about 5 minutes. And they all did a great job. The audience was great. It was a sold out audience. So it was fun. It was good times. It was too much for a Friday. Yeah, Joanna, it's not a horrible spot for the morning show. It actually looks great on Facebook. On TikTok, it looks a little blurry. So I apologize. Kim, I saw a couple of there goes Colby. A couple of news articles about Dion, and she said she was doing better. So I'm glad we're going to go and support her this coming Monday. It's her 90th birthday. We'll be going to see her up at Joe's Pub. So we're super excited. Colby just shuffling around. Hey, Francisco. So anyway. It's a day. No, there's nothing happening here. Behind the scenes. I think the reading is just what's so funny, Kellyanne? I I can't even. I can't. Listen, I had too much going on last night. Feta. I can't. It is, Mary. No, Leslie, on my face. Don't look it directly in the eyes. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, it's not the honey door. No. It just Jane, just read through the comments, Jane. Okay. So, yep, Alejandra. Okay. Let's just let's just yeah, Leslie. Okay. You seems to distracted today. Well, listen, do you ever go to work? I don't even know where to take it. Do you ever go to work and you trying to work, you trying to do your job, and you can't. Chris Bass, I can't even. And I love that you're still Chris Bass. Mm-hmm. Yep, Margaret. That's a. I wish there was like trucker code we could use. Breaker 19. Like we would have our own system of communicating. Mm-hmm. I know, Judy. Listen, on a good day, I might be able to use the force to combat, but I don't have the force, and I honestly, it's like squirrel. Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. Code word fed up. Yeah. 10 for good buddy. Anyway, so I don't have a lot to say. I'm so confused. Kathy, you know what's sometimes fun is just some light reading. And sometimes the clues are there. And you just got to read. Listen, don't you remember when we used to have those books? It was like choose your own adventure books. And all you had to do was read and make some decisions. There's so many questions being asked. It's just you have to. What's going on, Robert? I just want you to all know. I try to make it easy for you all to be a part of this program. That's my plan. But sometimes there are tiny little. What's the word? Challenges, verbal challenges, clues. You guys are playing a game. You guys are in the Hunger Games. All you got to do is read. Mm-hmm. They have interactive shows on that. We are basically an interactive show. I'm not good at this. Diane, hang out on the supporter page. If you really listen, this is like, how the New York Times puts a puzzle out. And you're going to try to do the New York Times puzzle, but no matter how hard you try to do the New York Times puzzle, you're like, I can't get it. But you can go somewhere for like clues to solve the New York Times puzzle. Well, that's the supporter page. They're going to give you the clues. I can tell you what, I don't have them. I can't give you any more clues without engaging, and I can't. Would it be, Heather? Would it be better? I don't think so. Anyway, it is like Blue's Clues. Just touched down in Florence and won't leave my hotel until I get to the bottom of this. Oh, girl, it's at the top. It's. Yeah, Anita. Anita got it. I have no idea what's happening. Vicki, I've been here the whole time and I have no idea what's happening. So Best Neighbor Chris called yesterday and she was like, now, which bone did you break in your leg? And I said, well, somebody said it was the malleolus, but I think it was the fibula. Your malleolus is like your ankle. I said, but I think it's the fibula. And she goes, oh my gosh, my friend just broke the same one. I go, what? He said, Dina. She said, Dina, he jumped into, I don't know if it was the pool Or the bay, big guy, tall guy, 6 something, jumped in. I mean, feet first. Didn't dive, but jumped in feet first. And it wasn't, I guess he thought it was deep. It wasn't that deep. So he landed feet first on his foot, and it wasn't that deep as he thought it was. And when he hit the ground, he broke his leg. Yeah. So she's like, I think he's going to need a boot. I said, not only is he going to need a boot, he's going to need a boot. He's going to need crutches. He's going to need the stupid scooter. I'm telling you right now, awful, awful, awful. Rods, plates, screws, stuff. I'm telling you, Beth. Cabana. Yeah. No. So I was like, listen. She's like, what could I get for him that's going to help? I said, you got to get that scooter. I got to get my scooter back to my lovely friend that let me borrow it. But I'm telling you, that scooter saved my life. Good morning, Robert. I only sprayed my 5th metatarsal, but still braced for 3 weeks. Yeah, Carrie. My brother-in-law tripped and fell, bring the garbage cans in, and broke his tailbone. Broke his butt? Can you break your butt? That would be me. Is TikTok turning into a shopping channel? I have no idea. I'm currently covered in dogs. I don't know what about this. Just I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I talked about poop and I'm covered in dogs. I'm not sure what part of this looks like the shopping channel, but yeah. I do have to get to the vet. No, my appointment's at 9:30. It's literally a minute away. The hardest part's going to be getting them into the car, which I'm not sure how I'm going to do. The kids all have like low cars, so it's easy for him. I broke my tailbone falling snowboarding. Oh my God. At least she in a boat, y'all. Okay. Yep. Kathy, look at me. Kathy Garcia. Don't engage. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is like somebody coming to work and just punching you in the face. Yeah. What's wrong with Colby? I don't know. He's not good. It's not a good thing. Don't do it. Don't feed the animals. Look away. Oh, Renee, well, we miss you. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I missed the first 11 minutes. Those were important minutes, I feel like. You should go back. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to do our best here. I'm not sure what this face is called. I don't know if you could zoom in. This is either just total and utter relaxation and pleasure, and that's all. Look at her. She's like, you guys, this is my favorite spot in the whole world. Just laying on my mom. Do all the comments show and replay? Oh yeah, Kim. I know. They look like they just melted right here. Look, here's Lulu. If they could just be in this spot all the time, they're like, this is where we work. This is their job. I know, Jane. I actually texted the kids. I was like, no, there's got to be somebody at this house. A, somebody's got to come and clean that cage. That is not my job. B, somebody got to clean everything else. It's when you wake up and you're just like, today is not going to be a fun day. That is, no, Marge, they're not allowed to be on the couch. And you see how that's going. Hey, Chef Jeff. My leg is okay. It just keeps swelling up. So, like, even at the conference, so I wore flat shoes for the conference. I broke my leg, if you're new, like 8-9 weeks ago, and it's healed, but it just keeps swelling up. So I wore flat shoes. Like I wear sneakers all the time. I'm like, this summer it's just sneakers and socks, just to give my foot as much support as possible. And I had flat shoes on the whole time, but I think I was just on my feet too much. And by the end of the night, my ankle is purple and it's like a golf ball. It's just, and I don't know. I have to go for a follow up next week, but it's just, yeah, it's the whole thing. Yeah. I did throw the cage outside. Yeah. What do you mean don't engage? Kathy. Kathy, you know when you're out sometimes and somebody starts talking crazy, like one of your girlfriends is like, oh, we should do this, blah, 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 blah. Did you eat feta? Stuff like that. And you're like, do you want to look that girlfriend right in the eyes, or are you going to be like, this girl, just let her do her thing? You know what I'm talking about? Let her do her thing. She got to say what she got to say. And we all pretend it's not happening. Kathy, look at my eyes. Kathy. Kathy's like, I know you're trying to put something down. I'm just not picking it up. You know what I'm saying? You eat a gummy? Kathy, look at my face. Kathy, you and I are going to need to practice this, because if we were ever at a party together, Kathy, and there was something kooky going on, and I went like this, I'd be like, hey, Kathy, don't go. And you'd be like, what? And you're like, Kathy, look at my face. Don't go. Like that. I'm giving you the crazy eyes. Okay? Danger, Will Robinson. Don't go over there. And you're just going right over there. You're going over there. She's like, I don't know what we're saying. Did you ever notice that? You can go to a party, and kind of like, that's me. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I could go to a party. I feel like I can go to a party with Shikendra. I can look across the room. I'll be like, I'm sure. We can have a whole conversation with our eyes. But Kathy Garcia is not reading what I'm doing with my eyes. I'm trying to keep it with my, yeah. It's so funny. I'm telling you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. My husband is the worst at that. He will ask loudly, what are you saying? Don't go where? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're like, okay, I know. But appointment in 5. You guys are good. Thank you for keeping me on time. All right, so you guys, we're going to have to work on Kathy. If she comes to Vegas, Kathy Garcia, we're going to be like, who's got eyes on Kathy? Because Kathy is going rogue. We'll be like, Kathy, we trying to help you. Kathy's like, I don't know what we're saying. I bet somebody grab Kathy by the back of the neck, push her over here. I wish I could, Kathy. Kathy, Kathy, I want you to be Kathy with the eyes Garcia. Can you change that's your nickname? Kathy with the eyes. That's you. That's me doing that to Kathy. And we know who you are now, Kathy, with the eyes Garcia. Change your name. Alejandra will get in touch with you. You have 24 hours to take your name, and then you will be popular. And that's what you, like, anybody, eyes on Cat, like that. My husband is saying, why you make that face? That's a pretty good name. Kathy with eyes. Someone message Kathy and clue her in. All right, I gotta go. It's not a supporter thing. Another Kathy. Are all the Kathys behind? What is happening? I mean, come on. Are all the Kathys lost on what's happening? Kathy, change your name to Kathy with the eyes Garcia. I will. Amy's like, I am also lost. Okay, go to the supporter side. Someone will explain. I gotta go to the bed. Cat, the other Cathy's like, I got it. Cathy, some of the Cathy's on board. This Cathy knows what's going on. All right, everybody, have a good Friday. I'm hoping that my weekend hopefully will turn around. I hope your weekend turns around. I hope anybody on a cruise ship or anybody with satellites or the state police or the DMV, everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. Feta, I hope Feta has a great day. Dolce & Gabbana, everybody. So have a good one, everybody. Have a great day, blessed day. Looking forward to seeing everybody on Monday. Mostly everybody. So we'll try to do that. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay. All right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One